Hello, Hadziel Family. Welcome back. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to the channel. We miss you guys.
We
love you.
We love you guys.
And we're so happy and excited to share that we actually hit 250 subscribers. So thank you all for being supported. Thank you all for being there for us. The positivity, the comments. We try to reply to everybody that we could. So thank you once again. We love you. And today we're gonna be actually sharing something very sensitive, something that we actually went through. This is not like clickbait or something to like get people's attention, but this is something that we really haven't shared with people. This is the first time that we actually gonna let this out and share it with you guys and our friends that know us. So yeah. Guys, if you guys hear any noise or anything, Hadarahs is here in the room. So you know, we actually finished playing with her, so now she's there watching something. So we actually trying to do a video for you guys. So if you guys hear Hadarah screaming, you know, she's right next to us. So you know, as you guys know, we have a baby girl. Her name is Hadarah. You guys seen it. Thank you guys again for the comments and the love. This beautiful baby, according to the doctors, wasn't supposed to be with us. I know my wife was going through a lot of pain in the beginning of her pregnancy, and we ended up going to the doctors to check her out and see what's going on. As we went to the doctors, I remember we went super early. We went super early to the hospital, and as they were checking her, it was just crazy because they started giving me some bad news. The doctor came up to me and told me, well, I gotta give you some bad news. So I was like, I had like these chills in my stomach. I'm like, come on, like.
And I wasn't there. I was in the bathroom.
The doctor came at me and told me, listen, I have some bad news. So he told me that, listen, I have checked and other specialists has checked, and it seems that the baby is not growing in the sac. It's growing in the fallopian tube. And if that's the case, we have to take out the baby. Because then, you know, something can happen to your wife and she can die. So I was like freaking out, like, do I really have to, we had to make this crazy choice. So I was like super worried. You know, it was my first baby. I think she was like, what, 2 months?
2 months and a half.
2 months and a half when we were checking her out. So the doctor was showing me the papers and what he saw and where the baby's supposed to be. I was like, yo, just please, just try to check again. You know, I started like praying like crazy and stuff like that. It was just a tough moment. When I told my wife, like, listen, this is what the doctor's telling me, she was like, I don't believe it. That's not gonna happen. And you know, I like the fact that she was so strong about it and she didn't want to believe those things. And she was so secure. At that moment when we got the bad news, we were just thinking also about like eating. They had us waiting and waiting, and then they had to call another specialist. I was like fighting with God and like, what's going on? You know, you promised me a baby and now you're gonna take it away. Like, what's wrong with you, man? So, you know, then I said, you know, I put it in God's hands, and I'm like, you know what, whatever you decide to do, you know, I understand. And, you know, there's nothing, you know, we can do about it. I believe it was just a miracle from God because, yeah, like, when he showed me the pictures, it just was completely out of it. And then once the other guy started seeing it, like, it was like a different picture. So it was like, wow, like.
We got to see the Hadarah.
Yeah, it was like a little seed looking thing. Like a little.
It was so funny.
So I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that's the baby. That's the baby. That was so beautiful. So she was like about 2.5 months. And then it was just a blessing, you know, when I got to see her in my arms and have my baby for the first time. That was like a beautiful moment. I will never forget it. Like, anybody that becomes a parent, they know the feeling. They know how beautiful it is.
What's more crazy about everything was that you know, I had a C-section with her, and her process with me giving birth with her, it was actually a long labor. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough, I guess, fluid. I don't know if that's what it's called in the sac. And she was actually a big baby. What, 8 point something? Or?
Almost 9 pounds. And she was just, her heartbeat was just dropping.
Yeah, it was dropping. It was like, you know, she wasn't, I guess, having enough oxygen.
I saw the screen. The oxygen level was dropping. I was freaking, I was scared. Like, what's going on? Why is the numbers going down?
There were so many nurses. I've never seen like some of them, like, or most of them. I didn't see them throughout the whole day.
To make it worse, they come in with this like sad face, like something happened. So
but they wouldn't tell me. They wouldn't tell me. Yeah. I was supposed to give natural birth, and I told them, listen, I don't care. They said that there's a, you know, the other option is a C-section, and I was like, you know what? do it. I don't care what you have to do, but to make sure that my daughter comes out breathing and is able to, you know, to remain alive, because I didn't want her, you know, to anything to happen to her. I was telling my mom, I was telling my husband, I'd rather give my life for her. That's my life right there. That's my love, like my firstborn, you know. And I was like, I'm willing to do whatever. And so they ended up doing the C-section. And you want to tell them just really quick how you got to see everything?
The thing that happened was that I was not supposed to see what was going on. Like, you're not supposed to see them taking out the baby, nothing like that. She was very complaining and stuff like that when she was in the table ready for the baby to come out. Now there was a nurse next to me. He was a guy. So, you know, I know she was complaining a lot, like, I'm cold, I'm this, I'm that.
Yeah,
so
I couldn't stop shaking.
Yeah, so she was shaking a lot. Like, she told me, I'm very cold. So the guy just told me, you want to see magic? So he just injected the stuff and made it go to sleep.
And knocked out.
So, and she was just knocked out. Like, a few seconds, she was gone. So the nurse turned to me and goes like, what are you looking at? And I'm like, I'm looking at what they doing to my wife. Like, I'm just looking at how they're taking out the baby. I saw how they took out the baby and everything. He looks at me and he's like, what? You're not even supposed to look at this. You're not supposed to look at none of this. Where are you watching this? And so when he looks where I'm looking at, he sees the same reflection that I'm seeing. Like, it was like a mirror type of thing that I could see everything. I don't know, some type of window looking thing that literally it reflects everything. So I was watching everything. I saw
take out my guts and stuff.
I saw how they took out the thing that is connected to the baby. I don't know what it is.
The umbilical cord.
The nurse was looking at me like, you're not even supposed to look at this. So I'm like, it's too late. I already saw the whole show.
You saw Hadarah, like,
I saw her come
out. Obviously, I can't see nothing because there was a blue like sheet or whatever that's called.
She was kind of like just dozing.
Yeah. When he said that and I heard the baby crying, and they were saying, "Oh, look at her arms lifting." She was like praising God.
It was like beautiful. Yeah, she was just praising God all day.
He was telling me, "Oh, look at the baby. Look at Hadarah. Look at her gordita, like our little chunky one."
She was so chunky. They immediately took me out of the room, told me I had to wait in a different room. My wife was very sad because she wanted to be able to hold the baby and hug the baby. I was privileged to actually be the one to carry the baby and everything.
Because I couldn't see her. I was like, I started shaking more again. And I was telling him, I can't see her. He's like, baby, look at her. I'm like, I can't see her when I'm, you know, when I was like kind of dozing off or whatever. Yeah. And the guy put me back to sleep. Because I was freaking out. Like,
and she was freaking out again. So they put her to sleep a little more.
Sorry guys if the camera's shaking. The camera's on the bed.
The camera's on the bed. So if it's a little shaky, we're sorry guys. It's just that we have our baby next to us. We were just playing with her, having a little fun so she can be a little tired. So we can record. But you know, I believe it was one of the most beautiful feelings for me. And when he got to carry her, my mom was there. So it was him and my mom, and I'm happy. I think she took like a picture or like a video. I don't know, it wasn't really good quality. If we do find it, we're gonna put it somewhere here.
We can put it, yeah.
So you guys can see like the moment. It was, for me, it was like an unbelievable moment. I was like in shock.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm holding my own baby. Mi gordita, Dios mío. Mi gordita, chiquitica. Acabo de salir de la barriguita. She is gorgeous. Okay. God bless.
And as you guys can see, my mom was recording, and my mom and my husband were the ones who saw the baby, and I was actually very happy, but I was also very,
the first
very
one to
sad.
see the baby.
Yeah, he was the first one, and
to saw the baby.
Oh,
they and also the first one to saw the baby.
Alright, good.
They brought the baby, and then she actually finally got to, you know, carry the baby like on top of her and stuff like that.
But I don't have memory of anything.
She was completely gone. I think.
You know, I finally got to hold my daughter, and I was like, oh my God, that was the most amazing experience ever. And so,
oh dear.
Yeah.
I know how you felt, because I know how I was feeling. I was feeling amazing. I love her so much. I'll probably show a little clip of me and her playing here. I don't know, a little tiny few seconds.
Now it's time to hit on the miscarriage.
Let's hit on the miscarriage of what happened.
So we were trying to get pregnant for after 6 months of waiting. We were trying to get pregnant for like 6 months more, I guess, 6 to 8 months. And I was actually pregnant without me knowing that I was pregnant. I thought I wasn't. I even took tests and everything.
She was feeling different, like her body. She was
Yeah.
telling me, I feel something different and it doesn't feel right. Just feeling my body like acting different from
my spine was hurting a lot.
She was feeling like a little swelling around her belly area.
I was gaining weight. Like, it's weird. I was losing weight and then I started gaining weight. And I was like, why isn't my stomach going down? So I would take pregnancy tests and it wouldn't come out. It wouldn't come out at all.
Yeah, it didn't show anything.
It didn't show anything. On April 4th, I took a pregnancy test and it came out negative. So I checked again on April 17th and it ended up being positive. But the second line was kind of faint. It wasn't, you couldn't see it. I went to a doctor's appointment, so like that they can check me out and everything. They said, okay, so they explained to me that, you know, there's a 50% chance that I can get that I can have a miscarriage. Then 2 weeks later, my hormone levels were not rising. And so let's just say after I found out April 17th that I was pregnant, then on April 30th I was spotting
stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Then I went to the doctors immediately. I went to the hospital actually to check myself, and I was like, you know, this is not possible. You know, maybe the baby's being implanted or something like that.
After we went through that situation, when we went to the doctor, everything was fine. Everything was great. Her whole pregnancy was nice and smooth. She never had like any issues. So
I was probably the happiest pregnant person ever.
The last day, that's when everything went down, but other than that, everything was great.
Went back to my miscarriage this year on May. So they were checking the sac of my stomach to see if they can see the baby. And unfortunately they said that, you know, they couldn't see anything, like at all. They couldn't see anything at all. They couldn't see the baby inside the sac. And so they said the baby most likely, you know, it was out of the sac, meaning that it is actually a miscarriage.
Right. I got the news. I was in my job, and that just, like, my heart felt. I was like, I completely changed. People were just asking me, what's wrong with you? You okay? Are you alright? I was just acting like nothing happened, but it was something that really, like, hurted me. And then people were asking me, like, how's the baby? You know, because I told, like, my mother that, you know, we're having another baby, and she just told everybody. So everybody was just congratulating us and stuff like that. You know, the baby was already 3 months, so, you know, I felt like okay, like I could share it. But yeah, when that happened, I was just completely out of my mind, out of my body. I was just shocked, and I was very, very hurt. And, you know, I felt so much pain, and I was thinking, like, if I feel this way, I wonder how my wife is feeling. So I try to be the best support I could be. I just try to be there for her. I understand how tough it could be for someone, you know, to be carrying the baby and lose the baby. Especially that, you know, she saw when the baby came out of her.
I actually felt it coming out. I was talking to my mother-in-law while that happened, and she's a witness of that. I was like, oh my God. I was FaceTiming her, and I started crying.
Like, you could see the shape and the form, like it was forming and stuff like that. So that's what really got me even more like it just, I was really hurt when I saw it, because it's like, oh my God, that was my baby. So, and then I got to see it. She had it like in a napkin type of thing.
I had the embryo or fetus in my hand. My baby, I say my baby. Like, I was crying, and I said, God knows why. God knows why this is happening, and you know, this was gonna happen for a reason. It's not something that you wish upon anybody to experience or go through in any circumstance. Like, it's really, really sad.
Like, I had women before tell me that you know, that they had a miscarriage and stuff like that, and I didn't know how to tell them anything. Like, what can I say to somebody that told me they lost a baby? Like I had no words, you know. And maybe, you know, we actually went through this so we can actually help other people out. You know, God is gonna bless you, and you're gonna get through this. This is one of the most difficult situations anybody can go through, especially, you know, when the baby's already, you know, months in the pregnancy. So that's one of the things that can hurt the most. And, you know, when when my wife told me that, it was just devastating. And you know, I needed some time off from a lot of things. I needed some time off from like work, church, and things like that. I was just trying to process everything and, you know, allow myself to be healed, being supportive towards my wife. She needed a lot of support, so I was just trying to be there.
The way I see it is it's a human being that was in my womb and it was growing, and it's my baby. It's my little angel that's in paradise right now. I love my baby.
We were expecting to have the baby. We were just, you know, we're excited and happy to have the baby. And, you know, for those people out there, you know, don't look for abortion as an option. You know, like if you have a baby and it's gonna be a healthy baby, you know, be happy. That's a blessing. You know, that's a blessing, you know, coming from God. So, you know, whatever mistake has happened to you, you know, allow that baby to have life. You know, don't let that mistakes, whatever mistake you probably think that was a mistake, I was with this guy or whatever it was the situation.
It's a blessing.
Have your baby, or, you know, don't just abort the baby. If you have to give it up,
there's other options.
Yeah, use whatever option, but allow that baby to have life. You know how many people out there wish they had, you know, a baby. So
and it's not that we're judging or telling you what you have to do, but what he's trying to say is that there are other options, you know, to go through with.
But you know, look for those options, look for help, and for those mothers out there, or for those women that have gotten pregnant and, you know, lost their baby, you know, we know the pain, we know how it feels.
Now I can say, you know, if someone asks me about those type of situations, I have you know, a sense of feel, a connection with them. You know, I can actually give like advice or share with them the type of way I healed, what got me through this situation, because I'm strong now. But then it was, you know, kind of tough, and it was just literally like we're in August now. Right. It was just like what, like 3 months ago.
Yeah, so we didn't really want to share this with people. We like to keep things to ourselves. We're not the type of person that like to share things with the whole world. But you know, I think this is something that is good to let it out, just in case there's people out there going through the same situation. You know, just, you know, be there for each other, be supportive of each other. Sometimes I think couples break up because of things that happen like this, because they lost a baby and stuff like that. I think couples.
But you know what's crazy? Our beautiful angel that's in heaven, that's in paradise, you know, brought us closer together, more stronger together. Right. Man, I can't wait to see my little angel in heaven. I can't wait to hug my little angel, my girl, boy, I don't care. I just want to hug my baby.
And we're just thankful for, you know, we're thankful to God for everything we have. You know, all the blessings He has given us. You know, our beautiful daughter. You know, everything going on in our life, you know, now that we are, you know, opening up a channel as a family just to share our lives with everybody. We're just thankful for every step, every little step that is happening in our lives. It's just a blessing. We're thankful for the little. And, you know, whenever God blesses us with more, we're even gonna be faithful and be a loving family and be there for each other. And we just want to be thankful as well to you guys for all the love and the support.
So that's, you know, basically our story, but we also named our baby. I know some people would say, you guys, you know, like, why? Like, you don't know if it was a girl or boy, and, you know, why would you even name a baby that wasn't born? It wasn't fully developed. I named our baby Hadziel, which is, you know, the name of our clothing line in which we had before YouTube. Yeah, we didn't continue with the clothing line. We have paused it. So our baby is named Hadziel. This is our story. We really thank each and every one of you for supporting us, and we're so thankful for you guys tuning in to our video. We hope that we have been a blessing to each and every one of you. We thank all of you for subscribing.
Thank you guys. If you guys want to know anything else about us, any questions you have, we're willing to go through every comment and just answer you guys back with whatever you guys want to know. But thank you for listening. We also got more things and more other stories that we want to share. We love you guys.
The next story time that we will give, it will be the meaning of Hadziel.
I want to be able to read at least 3 to 5 comments that you guys, I want you guys to feel that, you know, and to know that we're actually going through the comments and we're reading the comments. So what I want to do before we start any other video from now on, I want to just, you know, read 3 or 5 comments and let you guys know that we are reading them and we love you guys, and we just want you guys to feel part of us, that we do
acknowledge you guys, each and every person that is commenting,
the advices that
love,
you guys have
everything.
given us. Thank you, I appreciate it.
We do.
Post notification shout out is to the 250 plus subscribers that have subscribed to the family. Thank you guys, we love you. Please comment down below because we're gonna start reading comments starting the next video.
Don't forget to turn on your post notifications.
And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So you already know, guys, we love you. God bless you.
We love you guys. God bless you. And again, we'll see you in our next video.
So see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Peace. God bless you. Bye.